punctuations and capital letters. Let's learn more about them. Capital letters. We use a capital letter 1 to start a sentence. For example, those people are from Western countries. She teaches in a college. 2. For names and titles of people, places, localities and buildings. For example, Mrs. Diya Chatterjee teaches English at Delhi Public School in New Delhi. The Jama Masjid is near the Red Fort and Chandni Chowk. 3. For the pronoun I, for example, last Sunday, I met him at a restaurant. 4. For titles of books, periodicals, films and important works. For example, The Tempest, The India Today, McKenna's Gold, Las Meninos. 5. For days of the week and months of the year. For example, Diwali falls on the last Thursday of October. 6. For names of festivals and national holidays. For example, Holi, Independence Day, Eid, Gandhi Jayanti. 7. For names of lakes, rivers, seas and oceans. For example, the Jamuna, the Red Sea, the Hussain Sagar, the Pacific Ocean. 8. For names of geographical formations like mountain ranges, mountains and deserts. For example, Mount Everest, the Himalayas, the Kalahari Desert. 9. For nationals as nouns and nationalities as adjective. For example, Thai cuisines, Turkish ice cream, the Japanese, the British. 10. To start each line of a poem. For example, Season of mists and mellow fruitfulness, close bosom friend of the maturing sun, conspiring with him how to load and bless, with fruit the vines that round the thatch eaves run. Full stop. We use full stop 1. At the end of a declarative sentence and an imperative sentence. For example, Bengaluru is well known for IT, watches and aircraft manufacturing. Kerala is a big tourist attraction in India. Note: full stop is not used after titles and initials in British English. For example, Mr. S.K. Jaiswal. 2. For abbreviations. For example, the guests reached here at 7:30 p.m. Note: AM stands for ante-meridiem, that means before noon. PM stands for post-meridiem, that means afternoon. Comma. We use a comma 1. To separate words or phrases. For example, I have bought 5 kilos of rice, 8 kilos of flour, 6 liters of oil and a packet of tea leaves. 2. To separate an introductory word or phrase in a sentence. For example, however, the game was over by 6 p.m. 3. After a noun that addresses someone. For example, Brian, your father is calling you. 4. To separate a question tag from the remaining sentence. For example, Kolkata is really a city of joy, isn't it? 5. Between somebody's directly spoken words and the remaining sentence. For example, Raghu pleaded, please forgive me. The newcomers will not be allowed to dive into the big pool, said the instructor. Question mark. We use a question mark 1. At the end of a question. For example, is there anybody inside the washroom? Exclamation mark 1. We use an exclamation mark at the end of an exclamatory sentence. For example, how brave you are. After an interjection or a short command. For example, wow. What a spectacular shot. Be quiet. Quotation marks. We use quotation marks. 1. To separate someone's spoken words from the remaining sentence. For example, "This task needs to be done before dawn," said the coach. Apostrophe. We use an apostrophe. 1. To indicate possession. For example, "That is Anthony's dog. My father's boss is from Germany." 2. To indicate the missing letters in words. For example, "I'll update you with the market condition. I will equals I'll." "I don't know why you are so sad." Do not equals don't. It's very difficult to do this task single-handedly. It is equals it's. We've managed everything. We have equals we.